Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Ridiculous. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
What are you watching?
Hello and welcome to episode 182 of the Film Blurs. I'm Jeff Stewart, aka Uncle Jeffrey, aka J.O.T's Dynamite, Praetorian Jeff, Revengeman Button, He Who Remains, Petty Ruxpin, Jobu Tupaki, Little Tom, this motherfucker, To Be Determined, the Black Giovanni Ribisi, Chocolate Tarantino, Ebony Spielberg, aka the Final Boss. And I'm joined here, as always, with my friend and co-host.
Hi, it's Brandon Norwood, and I ain't gonna do my AKAs because we gotta start this episode. Jeff, what have you watched lately?
What have I watched lately? All right, so what we're gonna start with is the Sydney Sweeney starring movie Americana. Right? It was in theaters for all of 30 seconds back in August, I think, and it hit streaming or whatever, VOD. And I really wanted to like this movie, right? But it was three really mediocre films crammed into one really shitty mess of a film, right? So it's one of those Tarantino-esque time jumping, several different stories converging movies, right? So you've got Sydney Sweeney and Paul Thomas Hauer. I think that
Paul Walter.
Paul Walter Hauser. Their one story. Sydney Sweeney plays a shy, stuttering waitress who has aspirations of being a country music star. Her love interest, Paul Walter Hauser, plays a veteran with a brain injury who falls in love easy. So they get together, and in order for them to get money for her to go to Nashville to sing, they decide to steal from another set of crooks who have stolen a ghost shirt, a Native American artifact. That's the main story, right? And then you have all these other side stories with Halsey playing a chick on the run from her abusive boyfriend who has a brother who thinks he's a Native American, and the reincarnation of Sitting Bull. There's a lot going on here. Each one of the stories involved could have been at least an enjoyable, forgettable film, right? Something that you put on. But all of them together, it just seems rushed and unearned. And the thing is, I think Sydney Sweeney was totally miscast because even though she is a shy, stuttering, mousy woman, she's still Sydney Sweeney, right? So she's still pretty as fuck, right? And so the fact that she's stuck here in this little nothing town, we're supposed to believe that she's got no options, right? I think that was my main problem with it. I watched it. I'll never watch it again. The cinematography is great. The acting the acting is great. I think it's just miscast, and I think any one of the storylines would have made a better movie than trying to cram all the storylines into one. All right. So that was Americana. You can catch that on whatever bullshit service you rent your movies from. moving on from that, I finally watched Caught Stealing. It's a mean movie. Like
Yeah. Everybody agreed with me that when a certain character exits, the
mm,
movie's done
right,
because that character was the heart of the movie, and you're just watching, you know, a bunch of bullshit from there on out.
right. Like Austin Butler, I really didn't like his character. So the fact that he's the dude we're following, right?
It
Is
just didn't make sense for him to not go to the police in the first place.
right, right. Like after he got his ass kicked, that would have been
Right.
like and lost his kidney. That would have been done,
Yeah.
right? Uh, so I don't know. Like it was shot well, it was acted well. It was just um once that character exits, right? It's just like like there was no reason for that, right?
I also feel like it plays into the stereotype of these type of movies and movies for men. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm.
women always have, and it's common in geek culture. You know what they call it?
The Mary Sue, right? Or Mary Jane, was it?
No. Mary Sue is a woman who's overconfident, and
Ah,
I'm just like, well, that is a fucking. When men are overconfident and good at their job, nobody has a complaint.
right.
But nah, it's called fridging.
Oh, yeah. You know. Yeah. I guess that's a reference to fucking Indiana Jones. You know, the fridge
No,
no?
I can't remember what I can't remember what it's a reference to,
Mm.
but fridging is a popular term for a female character who is killed to give
The main
the
lead
main
some
character
agency. Yeah.
some motive. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely Aronofsky's most fun film, but fun in air
And it's
quotes.
not fun,
Right.
but
Right.
but it's not even fun.
Right. Exactly.
Like the only film of his I could rewatch over and over is Black Swan, just because that's just a live action version of Perfect Blue,
Right.
quite frankly.
Mm.
Plus, that's probably the closest we're ever gonna get to an actual Swan Lake adaptation.
Yeah.
And then second is The Fountain, because The Fountain's fucking cool. Like it's moving, it's touching, and it's cool.
Right. Like The Fountain, I can rewatch, and I want to give Noah a rewatch because it's just so batshit crazy.
I mean, I'm a psycho, so like I rewatch Pi a lot as well.
All right, fair. But yeah, Caught Stealing.
You see why I said, oh, this is why Sony gave it this release date.
Yeah. The poster's awesome. I'm gonna butcher her name, but it's by one of my favorite poster artists, Anafata.
Sure.
Yeah. Like she does.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. She does amazing alternative movie posters, and they actually tapped her for the actual theatrical release poster. So that's a bonus. But yeah, Caught Stealing.
I want to tell you this before we move on.
Yeah.
The music is done by this indie band called Idols.
Right.
And even the score was kind of forgettable. I was like, this is the first time this indie band has scored a movie, and it is completely forgettable.
Right. Like,
and I know people love them and love their songs, but I was just like, I can't remember not a fucking note from that score.
It takes place in what, 98 or something like that, or
98 or 97,
right?
One of those two, 97, 98.
Right. So they played shit from that era on the radios. That was kind of cool.
Like Tub Thumping.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like Tub Thumping, I fuck with Tub Thumping hard.
Right. Like if you,
what's that song? I'm a bitch, I'm a liar, I'm a saint, I'm a sinner. That song too, they play that shit.
Yeah, I can't remember who that's by, but yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I can't remember what the song's called either.
Right, but
I remember that song all over the radio.
That's gonna drive me crazy.
I'm a bitch, I'm a liar.
Wait, isn't that Alanis?
I feel like it is.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna look that up.
One of her many hits.
I'm gonna look that up when you do your what have you been watching? But
Yo, you remember that song that was that had the wild music video where she just stood naked and people just came up and touched her?
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, India. Thank you, Paraguay.
Like
That shit was crazy.
back when they actually did music videos and they tried to do like art.
But that video is just wild. I'm like, why would you want people coming up to you, touching you as you're standing there naked?
Well, that's the point of the song. It's like giving a piece of yourself, right? Like people think when you're a star, they have ownership of you, right? I think that.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Or people are like, don't become famous. I'm like, people don't get into this shit to be famous. They get into it to be creative and create their
I mean,
art,
some people
like
do get into be famous though. Like you can't.
Not everybody's Kim Kardashian. That's what I'm trying to say. Some people are out here trying to make art. Like nobody owes you fucking shit. Like the fact that they're like, well, they owe me a picture. I'm like,
well, no, they don't. No, they fucking don't.
Motherfucker, I saw Cameron Diaz with her husband, Joel Madden. I was just like, damn, Joel looks old as shit. Pushing their toddler in a stroller in the West Village as I'm trying to get to Regal Union Square. And Cameron looked me dead in my eyes, and I could tell she was just over it because they were having I wouldn't say a argument, but it was a quarrel.
They were having the
marriage quarrel.
They were having
if that makes sense.
The A-B conversation, see your way fucking out. Like they were having some real shit.
Yeah. And you know what I did? When I saw them, I kept fucking walking. Like every time I see a famous person in New York, I just keep it fucking moving.
Right.
Because I know what time it is. Because if I was in their shoes, I'd be the same way. Like, yo, listen, I'm trying to get to this pizza spot before this 2:00 screening. Like, leave me alone.
Right. And here's the thing. Anyone who's out on the street, they're trying to be somewhere. Right?
Yeah.
So like you stopping you fumbling with your camera to do a selfie is like you were keeping me from what I got to do.
Also, I don't want to blow their shit up because if you're the first asshole to do it, then somebody else is gonna recognize them and be like, "Oh, could I get one too? Oh, could I get one too?"
I do.
There's a time and place for shit like that.
I do love that video of the dude walking up on Willem Dafoe and like doing a man on the street interview and not realizing it was Willem Dafoe.
My favorite is Harrison Ford is now just chilling in New York and he's walking, just randomly, and everybody knows who it is. And same thing, leave him the fuck alone.
Right.
Some black dude just walks up to him, doesn't say hi, doesn't say anything, just goes like this to start taking a selfie. And my man's does the quick wigwam,
right,
turn and step, and kept it moving. And then the dude tried to do it again, and he did it again. He did the sidestep wigwam, whoop.
Look.
And after the second time, he finally got it. And somebody was filming that whole shit, and he went up to him like, "Yo, why did you do that, dog? Like, why?"
Right, like if you want to see him, buy a ticket. If you want a picture, do a screen capture. But yeah, so that was car stealing. Moving on from that, Adulthood, starring Josh Gad. It is a dark comedy, I suppose, quote unquote, about two adult children who discovered that their mother murdered their neighbor and sealed her up in the basement. Right? And like all of the mishaps that happen after they discover it. It felt like a Coen Brothers light film. It was interesting enough to keep me watching through the end. I don't think I would ever watch it again, but this is something at least interesting from Josh Gad, because I'm not a big fan of his. But here, seeing him have some dramatic chops was kind of refreshing, right? But it was fine. It was like it didn't overstay its welcome, right? But from a person who watches a lot of murder documentaries, this whole entire thing could have been avoided if they had just taken a mallet to the skeleton and crushed up the bones and scattered it. Like that could have easily negated the whole entire fucking movie. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
yeah, adulthood. Moving on from that, I tried to watch because it's spooky season. I tried to watch a horror movie starring one of my friends, Gigi Gustin. It's called Brute 76. And here's the thing about spooky season. For every one great horror film that you'll watch, you'll see 30 bullshit movies, and this is a bullshit movie. These motherfuckers had a red Komodo, a drone, a little bit of a budget, and access to a deserted town. Right? It is an amalgamation of a whole bunch of other better movies. It makes no fucking sense. It's overlit, right? It's excruciatingly slow, right? And dumb. And I'm not even going to say it's mean, right? Because mean seems like it has purpose, right? If a movie is mean, it's like, all right, the director had something to say. They're just an asshole. This is just like, hey, I like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I liked this. I like that. Let's put it all into a fucking movie. Put it on Shudder, right? Gigi was great in it, you know, for what they gave her for being a scream queen. She sold it. Everyone else looked like they were reading off cue cards. Look, if you really just want to watch gore and shock, sure, Brute 76. But if you want anything interesting or unique or anything with a story, this ain't it. Right? This is something that you watch to check off if you can't find anything else to watch during your 31 days of horror. So that's Brute 76. The last thing I'm going to talk about that we probably didn't watch together was Monster.
Yeah, nigga. Listen, I heard how bad the last one was. I was like, okay. And I also don't appreciate Charlie Hunnam talking shit about Pacific Rim now.
What's he saying about Pacific Rim?
He's like, I did that movie only because I wanted to work with Guillermo del Toro. I don't care about giant robots or giant monsters. I'm like, shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, you did Sons of Anarchy for 7 seasons.
Right.
Like, shut the fuck up.
You were
like,
you were in that show for 4 seasons too many. Just get the fuck out of here.
Also, Charlie, like, what have you done since then that anyone has enjoyed? I mean, other than King Arthur, which is a movie people loathe, but I actually like.
Lost City of Z, right? He was in that.
Okay, yeah, so that's like the only real movie he's ever done.
And I liked him in The Gentleman, but I just liked everybody in The Gentleman.
I would say The Gentleman is more of the sum of its parts than any other piece. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I when I think of The Gentleman, I think of Colin Farrell, I think of Henry Golding, I think of fucking
Matthew McConaughey.
Right,
yeah.
Like I'll be real with you, I forgot he was even in it.
Yeah, like he's the story anchor, I guess, the narrator.
I guess the only other movie he was in that was an actual movie is Children of Men.
Wait, Charlie Hunnam was
he was the main henchman.
Really? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you watch that movie, they kind of shoot him at a distance.
Right. Okay. Well, look, shit, I gotta go back and watch Children of Men. Yeah. All right.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Even his best movies, you're just like, oh yeah, he was in that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, because when you said Lost City of Z, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, because Robert Pattinson was in that. Tom Holland was in that.
Yeah. So, full. Oh, Jax Teller.
Also, Pacific Rim fucking rules. I like, get out of my face, man.
Yeah, like I really liked Pacific Rim. I had problems with the third act. But beyond that, like giant fucking robots, giant fucking monsters, let's go. Right?
Yeah, and then they
I enjoy I like for what the second one was, like I'm not gonna say it's a good movie by a long shot.
I could just go on Netflix and watch a couple episodes of Power Rangers and get the same enjoyment I did from Pacific Rim 2.
Yeah, I like it's
that's literally what it is.
It's campy. I enjoyed it when it was on, but it's not like, oh shit, let me go watch Pacific Rim 2. Never. You'll never hear me say that.
The only good thing about Pacific Rim 2 is it gave us Adriana Arjona, one of the most beautiful women on the face of the earth. It gave us Cally Spaney, who's now a great actress and is being I didn't even notice, but she posted some deleted pictures because they keep resurfacing of her boyfriend for like 10 years that she broke up with a few years ago. That dude was black as shit.
All right, there we go.
Like they owned a farm together. I was like, damn, all right.
Okay, shit.
And then also John Boyega. Like I'll give John Boyega props for trying to restart that franchise. Yeah. And I was just like,
eventually he's gonna get the props that he deserves from the sci-fi community. Right? Like they fucked him on Star Wars. I
still waiting for Attack the Block too.
Right.
They announced that like 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing because Attack the Block is still one of the best.
His best movie.
Yeah.
So
Monster, Ed Gein. Full disclosure, I'm only 2 episodes in because it was excruciatingly boring. And I love serial killer shit. Like I listen to last podcast on the left. I'll read all these books, right? So I know about Ed Gein. His performance.
Everybody knows about Ed Gein,
right.
Just because it's crazy.
Right.
That's like Hannibal is literally based off that dude.
Like everything is based off that dude. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho. Like he is the alpha serial killer, right? I like.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
Did you know Brian Fuller's trying to do a fourth and last season of Hannibal? He's trying to resurrect.
I mean, he's been trying to do that for years, and yes.
So, because now he's like the rights to Silence of the Lambs is a little easier to get. So now I'm trying to get the rights to do a mini series where Mads will be back as Hannibal,
right.
And then guess who he wants to play Clarice? You're gonna flip when I tell you. You're gonna be like, oh, holy shit.
Who?
Zendaya.
Yeah.
And then because originally when the show was still on, it was supposed to be Elliot Page before he transitioned. And I was just like, I get why you'd want Elliot, but now he's just like, yeah, I want Zendaya.
Right,
I'm like, all right,
because
let's make this shit happen,
right,
bro.
Yeah, like I'm fully on board. Hannibal is still one of the best shows that NBC ever put on, and the fact that it was unceremoniously canceled, right? That's why,
bro. I recorded it. I remember when we had DVRs, when you have cable. I recorded the last 4 episodes. And the last 2 episodes, I only got to see 15 minutes of because either they cut it off to show the World Series or it was the end of the episode because of the World Series.
Look, I've talked about this before. I refuse to watch the last couple of episodes of that last season because that's like me burning a candle in the window. Right? Like
I just gotta finish it, bro.
Like if I don't watch those final episodes, then there's always hope that the show will keep going. Right? That like it'll come back. That's my candle in the window. But yes, give us a 4th season. But yeah, the acting is great from Charlie Hunnam, right? Like his performance is there. He transformed. It's and I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but there's an interesting switch, right? A storytelling convention that isn't executed very well, but at least
Shocker.
what? Right. But at least it was
Shocker.
interesting, right? And I was talking about this at the Tron Legacy or Tron Ares screening. I'd rather someone fail at being interesting than succeed at being mediocre. Right? Yeah, I have little to no desire to finish the rest of this series, but I will just to say that I did. But I think this shit topped out in the first season with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, they said next season is going to be Lizzie Borden.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
That's also the problem is like Ryan Murphy has way too many TV shows.
Right.
I was like, bro, y'all, they canceled 2, like there's 911, right? And then they did 2 spinoffs. Both spinoffs have been canceled and they're doing another spinoff.
I saw
I'm like, how y'all going to cancel 2 and then do another one?
So I saw a commercial where they're in space now. Right? Like I was just flipping through and I was like, what the fuck are they doing in space?
Oh,
why is this 911 dispatcher or cop or whatever? Because I've never watched an episode of this fucking thing. But what is she doing in fucking space?
The only thing of 911 I saw was the crossover episode with Dr. Odyssey, where Angela Bassett was aboard the ship. And I'll be real with you, I can't even remember why she was on the ship in the first place.
So like I might watch 911 just to see how did Angela Bassett get into space? Is she a cop in the show?
I'll be real with you. I like I said, I that episode of Dr. Odyssey has been wiped from my mind. Like I cannot remember for the life of me.
Yeah.
All I just thought was, I was like, why is she on this ship? That episode was weird.
Yeah, I mean, like
this is what I mean that Ryan Murphy has too many shows, because half the times you either get one great season and then it peters out,
right,
or it starts rough and just gets worse.
Yeah, like so, he's got an American Crime Story, American Horror Story, that
American Horror Stories, which is
right, yep,
short anthology that airs straight to Hulu.
Right. What was that one with fucking Niecy Nash, Diabolique or something like that?
Yeah, which I think is getting a second season.
Man, I couldn't get past the first season. Like it was.
What is Doesn't he have American Sports Story too?
Does he? Okay,
I
sure.
think so.
Look.
Yeah, man, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm gonna end up finishing Ed Gein before the end of October, but don't expect it. I'm not running back to it because those first 2 episodes
ABC,
were rough.
y'all messed up. You should have just kept Dr. Odyssey on instead of doing 911 Nashville.
Right.
I'm like, okay, all right,
sure.
All right, look, I get it. Nashville's a big city, but like really,
they're in space. That's all I gotta say. Like they're in fucking space. So like 911 Mars. Like I'm good. I'm good on all that. So yeah, everything else I have in my what have you watched lately? We probably watched together. So Task and Peacemaker and SNL.
All right, so I'm gonna move on to I'm gonna start with movies. The movies that I'm not going to cover in the main review are going to be rewatches. So, like, I rewatched the first 2 Tron movies. And the 4K Blu-rays are impossible to get because Disney has just fumbled the bag with this. Ever since they dropped last month, they're impossible to get. To the point now where they have to ramp up production on these discs because that's how much people want these.
Right.
Good news is Disney Plus uploaded the 4K remasters, and I gotta say, Tron remastered in 4K Like, sure, the effects are dated, but damn, dog, I was just like watching the movie, like the first 20 minutes, I was just like, I remember saying to myself, no matter how good it is, the filmmaking alone will not be as good as Ares. And I was proven right. Like, oh, listen, people shit on the first Tron. Like, I saw a fellow critic who we know, and I'll tell you offline.
Right.
He watched the first two for the first time.
Okay.
He gave the first Tron a 1.5 stars, and I'm like, you're fucking insane. He goes, yeah, I found it boring.
Well, I mean, look, yeah, sure. Compared to everything that's happened in the last 45 years since that movie came out, yeah, it's boring. But like, if you watch it,
it's a fun venture.
Right? Yeah. If you watch it on its own merit, look, I rewatched the Tron movies for before Tron Ares too. I forgot to mention those. I don't fuck with them on a story
like I do,
right? Like you do on a story level, but I appreciate the first one for
it's fun, right?
For like the technology, the filmmaking. But I wasn't blown away because I watched it fucking 35 years after it came out. Like everything, like sure, it's boring compared to today's standards, but I can't judge. I can't judge.
It's not an enemy.
Right. Like I can't judge that shit based on today's sensibilities. I got to judge it on its own, like where it was when it was made. And Tron, you talk about Tron Legacy. I like Star Wars too. That's pretty much what it is.
Yo, Tron Legacy was cool, man. Like, listen, do I think it's great? No, I think honestly the best Tron is, at least story-wise, is still the first one. But like, yo, listen, for this to be something like, even watching the second one, the way Joseph Kosinski pans and tilts and moves the camera and edits,
right?
I'm just like, this is his first movie, which is crazy to think that he got $150 million to do a legacy sequel to a beloved movie, and this is his first one out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Right. That is insane. And second off, like, come on, man, like they got Daft Punk to do a film score.
So that
shit is still hard, and it's gonna, sadly, because Disney fucked up, it's gonna be their only fucking film score now.
So I totally blanked out. But go ahead, continue. You can talk about Tron Legacy or
yeah, man, Tron Legacy. Look, I get why people don't like it, but I think Garrett Hudlin is doing enough for me to care. The fact that they brought back Bruce Boxleitner and he's playing both Alan and Tron, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, like, come on, bro. Like, I love the mystery around Flynn where everybody's like, why did he disappear? And I remember the campaign was based on that, where they're like, Flynn lives. They were giving out shirts everywhere you go. Flynn lives shirts. What happened to Flynn? Where's Flynn? Because, him and Alan have a friendly rivalry in the first one. And that's what I love about the first movie. It's so funny. Like, Alan talks so much shit about Flynn because he dated his current girlfriend, and his current girlfriend just like, I'm not with him. I'm with you, you fucking idiot. Right. Like, what is wrong with you? And I love how they have this friendly rivalry, and then they become best friends, where he finally realizes, oh yeah, they're not getting back together. But and then like this movie starts, and he's like, yo, listen, Flynn knows everything. Your father didn't abandon you. I promise you. He's somewhere you have no idea where he is, and I know where he is, and it is a place beyond your wildest dreams, bro. And he's telling them, like, please do not let Edward Dillinger Jr. ruin NCOM. Come back to the company. And the fact that they got Cillian Murphy uncredited to play the son of the villain from the first one, and it's not like the villain in the first movie was played by some hack. Like Dillinger, the OG Dillinger, is played by David Warner, dog. Like, they got David Warner to play fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Sheen's in this. Like, I like, listen, I will say, I think the movie definitely loses momentum once Jeff Bridges comes back, because there's a lot of exposition and backstory they got to get through, and it completely slows the movie down. But look, I will take any part of this over what we'll talk about later with Ares, because, like, look, these first two movies, first and foremost, are movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are well made, and these were made by people you could tell they cared and gave a shit about what they were making.
Right. The craft is on display. And like, I hated Legacy when I first saw it, right? On a rewatch, I appreciate that we saw what Joseph Kosinski was going to do in the future, right?
How do you not, how do you not get him back?
Yeah.
So Jeff, how's Legacy now after Ares?
We're gonna get into it. I didn't hate Ares as much as you did, right? It's still like Legacy. I wish the story from Ares, right, was given to Joseph Kosinski.
Whoa, well, we'll be getting into that,
Right.
because we're going to be talking about what was supposed to be Tron Ascension.
Right. And Tron Legacy still has the best trailer I've ever seen. Right. I was watching Tron Legacy and it's like, oh yeah, I remember watching that trailer. That trailer got me fucking hyped with the tagline, "The game has changed." It's like, oh shit, yeah. With that Daft Punk score.
Let's be real, bro.
What?
Some of this shit is still hard. Like, everything on the games is hard.
Right.
Everything in the club, the end of line club, is hard. The chase at the end is hard.
And like, so my problem with Legacy more than anything is the story, right? Like, it just
still a better story than what we got now. 15 years later.
Look, we'll talk about that. But it felt cobbled together, Legacy, story wise. But the technology on display, besides Jeff Bridges de-aging, that shit is still hot, like it's still fire.
I mean, the de-aging, it still looks rough.
Right.
Like, I'll give you that. Like, it didn't look good then. I still think de-aging tech doesn't really work well.
Right. Just put some makeup on a motherfucker and shoot him in shadow. Right. Like.
Yeah, man. But with that said, I appreciate what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'll be real with you, it works for Clue. Because at least Clue, I'm like, well, that's a computer program, so I don't mind it looking fake and digital because it's in a digital world. Right. So I give it a pass for Clue. But earlier in the movie, where it's supposed to be Jeff himself, I'm like, ooh. Like, rewatching, I'm like, yeah, that's my really only gripe against this movie, other than maybe it could have been a tad bit shorter.
I think maybe not shorter, but I think it needed a reorg, right, on pacing, right? Like, I think it's like the whole entire Olivia Wilde subplot with the ISOs, right? Like, kind of either excise that or expand on it, because I still have no fucking clue what the ISOs are, right? I know what they are, but like,
right.
They just seem like, how are they different than other programs?
Also, I thought we were going to address that in Ares, because that's pretty fucking big.
I mean, we
never mentioned.
I mean, at the end, sort of, kind of.
Right, we'll get into that. We'll get into that, because, like, we're gonna give y'all a heads up. Like, we're gonna spoil the shit out of this. Right. Like, there's no way to not spoil this movie.
Yeah, it's talk about it. It's fine.
All right, so look, I mess with the first two a lot. So what I'm trying to say, when those 4Ks become available, I will be buying them. Look, Tron is a duology for me.
That's totally fine. That's fair.
All right. Now I'm gonna get into two last rewatches before I move into TV. The first is for 1 week only, Avatar: The Way of Water got released into theaters, and I went to go see it in IMAX 3D at New Brunswick because I wanted to see it on a huge screen, but not travel too far. I still love this movie. This still has one of my favorite third acts of all time, but I gotta say, the scene they showed from Avatar Fire and Ash, I'm just like, dog, it's been only 3 years since the second one, and the 3D technology and the effects technology have gotten that much better in 3 years. So imagine when 5 drops, it'll be like looking through a mirror, man.
Yeah. Look, James Cameron, we've said this before, is too future for us, right? And I don't know if it was you or someone else said, like, he's probably like, are we gonna is he even gonna make it to the 5th film? Right?
Well, that's the thing, is like, because now he's starting to be like, well, maybe I make some other movies before I do 4 and 5. I'm just like, nah, listen, you locked yourself into it. Now you gotta see it through, especially all the shit you've been talking about with 4 and how crazy 4 is gonna be, and how everybody who's read the script for 4 has straight up asked them, like, how do you plan on making this? Nah, bro, you can't just be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go make my Hiroshima movie because I'm mad at Christopher Nolan. Like, no, man. Yeah. You finish this now. You got to finish it now.
Right.
Like and now he's like, I'll do Avatar 4 and 5 if you guys go see Avatar 3. And I'm like, look, they're already saying that within the first week, it's going to make $600 million worldwide.
Right.
And that's within the first week.
And look, here's the thing. The shit's already shot, right? Right? Like, you're half of it. Half of it's already shot. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna finish it. Like, yeah.
Yo, like, I know he's like, he wants to do another Terminator movie, but I'm like, bro, that's too little, too late.
Right.
You should have did that years ago now.
Right.
Like, now you want to do it because of AI, but guess what? It's too late now. I don't care about Terminator. Now you got to finish Avatar, bro. Especially, Jeff, the scene they showed us from the third movie. I was like, I would watch a whole movie of just this. And the scene they showed us was the Na'vi who live in the sky and live on these sailing boats pulled by these giant flying stingray-like creatures. I'm like, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen, which is wild to say after I just saw some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah. So he's definitely going to finish it. He's not doing anything else. And honestly, like you said, too little, too late with Terminator. They've already run that series into the fucking ground.
Yeah, I mean, he came back to it as a producer and co-writer, and even him coming back and coaxing Linda Hamilton, of all people, back out of retirement to play Sarah Connor again, and still people are like, no, thank you. So I mean, yeah, you're right. It's too little, too late. Because, like, yo, you messed up with Terminator 3. Terminator, the McG one, I think that had some really good ideas, and I think that was a good idea to set it in
the future,
the post-apocalyptic future. But y'all needed a better script and a better director.
Right.
And then Terminator Genesis, I've never seen a movie go out of its way to retcon everything just to justify its own existence. Like, it retcons the entire series about 5 times in the first 30 minutes. It's insane.
Is that the one with Matthew Smith?
Insane. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know who produced that?
Who?
David Ellison. That was a David Ellison produced joint.
Of course it was.
Yeah, but Avatar: The Way of Water. I will never get sick of this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably won't watch it again until they re-release it down the line eventually.
Right.
I don't know, because they didn't re-release the first before this, you know.
What was that?
So I don't know. They didn't re-release the first one before this new one. They're just doing this one, The Way of Water. So they're not doing the first one.
Right. I mean, because, like, if you tried to binge watch the first and second one, right, that's an entire day.
Yeah, like, yo, listen, this movie started, the showtime was at 12 noon. I didn't walk out of the theater till 4.
Yeah.
So moving on, the only other rewatch I did was one battle after another. After Roofman, I wanted to see it on IMAX 70. And after watching this movie on IMAX 70, I can just say I don't want to watch it any other way. Like the VistaVision, I think the colors were better and it looked amazing because like it's a little darker in IMAX 70. But the reason why I say I like IMAX 70 better is because no shifting aspect ratio. Like the entire movie is in 1:4:3, and it's just an insane way to watch an entire movie on an 8-story screen like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm used to just sequences where it fill up the entire 8-story screen. Like, yo, this movie from front to back was 8 stories high. By the way, 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, still completely sold out.
I mean, look, what's the box office on it now? Because I know it's considered.
It is at like 30 million here and 40 million. I think I don't know how many, but altogether, it's now surpassed 100 million worldwide. So I'm like, all right, hopefully it could get to a 150 worldwide,
Right.
so it could at least make its budget back. Like at least make the budget back, but. Judging by the run, because it's completely sold out till Thursday,
Right.
because Thursday it's last day because of Tron, they're gonna have to re-release this bitch in IMAX 70 because this shit from when tickets first went on sale to now its end of run has been completely sold out in IMAX.
They're totally going to re-release this, especially once it starts getting all of the nominations.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And Sinners too. I have a feeling they're gonna have to re-release Sinners back
Right.
in IMAX because one of the things. IMAX did a Q&A with Paul Thomas Anderson, and one of the things he said, he's just like, you guys got to start building more IMAX 70 millimeter places. Like the people demand it, I demand it, and they asked them, they're like, yo, if there's one movie you can see in IMAX again, what would it be? And he listed all these movies, and then the last one he went Sinners, because I couldn't see Sinners in IMAX because it was sold out the entire run. So now I had to see Sinners digitally.
Right.
So yeah, IMAX. My question remains: when are you going to build more IMAX 70 millimeter screens? I was just like, damn, even PTA is just like, yo, fuck y'all. So like, yeah, like, yo, listen, if Paul Thomas Anderson's favorite movie of the year is Sinners, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because my number 1 and number 2 are locked. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is number 2 with a hard T.
Yeah, I mean, this,
you know what I mean?
Like mine's flip flopped, right? Like this is my number 1. Sinners is number 2.
Like listen, y'all. I have a feeling I'm not going to see better movies this year outside of these 2 movies, and they're both saying the same exact thing.
Yeah, like
which is crazy.
Just in different ways, but it's the same. It's the same general like thesis.
Yeah. Look, I if this gets re-released in IMAX 70, I'm definitely going to go see it again. Like I said, for now on, like I cannot wait for the Odyssey because they showed the trailer for the Odyssey before this, and I was just like, yo, for now on, whenever I go see a movie in IMAX, that bitch better be taking up the whole screen. Because if Paul Thomas Anderson did it, and now Nolan shot literally the entire Odyssey in IMAX, like I don't want to see none of your little shifting aspect ratios no more. Y'all get y'all shit together.
But that means
also now I got to go see The Bride at Lincoln Square.
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed the trailer before it. It's full IMAX.
Yeah, and look, and I'm
like, fuck. All right,
like, look, it's going to be interesting. And like I said, The Bride, like last week, The Bride's going to be at least interesting.
I was like, fuck. All right, well, looks like I'm going to go see this in IMAX. God.
Yeah.
So you'll be when you take the train back by yourself one day in March, just know. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go see The Bride in IMAX. I got it.
Fair.
Well, yeah, man. Look, I want to say this too before we move on. Jeff, you know the hidden bathrooms at that Lincoln Square IMAX? I don't want to say where they are. Where we like to sit at. There's hidden bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how tiny they are. There's 2 sinks, and one of the sinks by the door. I'm washing my hands, and as I'm drying my hands with paper towels, I see the door because it's already crowded in the bathroom.
Right.
I see the door start to open. I'm waiting for the dude to push the door open and come in. And it was this black dude on his phone taking his sweet time pushing the door open.
Right.
And he finally pushes the door open and looks up from his phone, and I'm standing right there waiting
Right.
for him to come in.
Mm.
And he just goes, "Oh my God." Gay dude.
Right.
Gay black dude. He just goes, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ." And I'm just like, why are you gay people always so over the fucking top? Like, I'm waiting for you to come in so I can get the fuck out. Like, you're acting like I grabbed you by the throat and pushed you down to the ground.
I don't think that has anything to do with being gay. I just think that has to do with this dude being an asshole. Because it's situational
man,
awareness.
Gay people are over the top like that all the time, bro. Like, y'all gotta calm the fuck down. Also, pay attention. Get off your phone. Either you're coming to the bathroom or you're not. Like, I'm waiting for you.
Right.
Like, there's people, we're all cramped up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Like
making a big fucking deal of somebody trying to get out as you're coming in.
Right. Like because he has no situational awareness, and he makes it everyone else's problem.
All right. So let's move on to TV. In TV, I'm gonna start with Law and Order. I didn't even realize Law and Order came back. Remember how I told you it ended with that dude guy dying and everybody's looking at ADA Maroon?
Something like that, yeah.
Last season? Well,
yeah.
That's what this whole episode's about, is who killed this rapist, this woman, this serialized, like, this dude's a killer. The dude who got killed, he was a killer. He killed ADA Maroon's sister and raped her. So this dude's a serial rapist and a serial killer. His current girlfriend, she's the one who ended up killing him, because guess what he did?
Well, some rapings?
Yeah, raping and beating her. So he killed her. She killed him, and everybody's like, everybody's looking at the first half of the episode before she was caught. Everybody was investigating Maroon, and she's like, "I can't believe you guys think I'm the one who did it. Fuck y'all." She's like, "I can't believe this." And it was shitty. Also, Mehcad Brooks left. So it's just Reed Scott.
What do you mean he left? Like, they fired him?
He left the show.
Did they leave?
Like, the episode started and I didn't see his name in the opening credits. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then they say, like, oh yeah, he transferred to a unit in Brooklyn. And I'm just like, wait, what? And I Googled it, and I didn't even realize this. I guess this flew under the radar. In July, Mehcad Brooks said he announced that he's leaving the show because he has other things he's currently doing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, look, I get it. Like, you're in Mortal Kombat 2.
Right.
Like, I get it. I get it. I guess you're getting other projects, because he wasn't in a lot of the last season because he was shooting Mortal Kombat 2.
Well, here's the thing, because I know someone who is actually on Law and Order, and they lock you in, right? You have to ask for permission, like, even on vacation and shit like that, or like breaks from the show, to do other projects, right? Like,
well, I mean, he did the first Mortal Kombat before he joined Law and Order, so it makes sense that WB probably had him under contract and went to Dick Wolf and was just like, he has to come do this.
Right. Because like one of the dudes who was in Law and Order, he's a friend of a friend. He was going to be in the last movie I produced, right? We were only going to need him for 4 days, right? But like, Dick Wolf was like, nah, you can't do anything else. It's Law and Order.
Yeah, Dick Wolf is a franchise unto himself. But yeah, like, I don't really blame him for leaving, because they gave Reed Scott top billing over him for the last season. And I'm like, wait, he's lead detective. He was there before Reed Scott showed up, y'all. Like,
I mean, look, it's, yeah,
exactly. And I was like, I don't blame him for leaving. I'd be out too. So like, that was a good episode though. Like, I'm glad Nolan. Nolan's a God, I'm getting tired of Nolan, because everybody's just like, like, Nolan, like, why are you even Tony Goldwyn's like, I mean, let's just cut a deal. I don't know why you're working so hard to defend a dude who everybody hates. This is the first person where everybody agrees on piece of shit, glad he's dead. Like, nobody's even sad he's dead. Like, let's just plea out, Nolan. He's like, your partner, the assistant district attorney, her sister was a victim of this guy. Like, can you just get past the law for a second and be a human being? And I'm like, fucking finally. And then the second episode, it dealt with revenge porn, because some kid, this high school girl had her nudes leaked, and she was being bullied and harassed because this dickhead dude that she loved leaked her nudes. So she killed him. And now that was also like, oh, they're losing this case. But then Nolan, being the piece of shit he is, he prosecuted her too well, because now she's going to jail for life.
Jesus Christ. He's good. I think he's going to end his run by someone killing him, right?
I mean, he forced his wife to go on the stand, because his wife is a child therapist,
Right?
And the perpetrator, she was one of her clients as a child therapist. So Nolan thought his marriage was over till the end of the episode. I was like, damn, you're weak woman. I don't know, if I was in her shoes, I'd be like, yeah, we're divorced.
Man, I got to get back to Lord.
There's a certain for us guys, there's a certain code. You never leak nudes. You know what I'm saying? Never leak. The only thing you share around is porn, because that porn is for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
For the streets.
But if a girl you are dating or are with is sharing you nudes, like, you do not leak that shit. I wouldn't want pictures of somebody I'm with to be out there. I'll be quite honest.
Right. And well, here's the thing beyond that. It's like, it's a violation of trust.
Yes.
But look, a lot of these motherfuckers out here are fuckboys, right?
Clearly.
Right?
Clearly.
Like, it's this generation of fucking just dicks with like assholes with cameras.
All right, let's move on to Platonic. Season 2 finale was wild. Will got to open his bar, finally got money to open his bar, because Katie, she wanted him out. She's like, he's been here a month. I want him gone. And she's like, I can't get rid of him. And she's talking to Rose Byrne. I don't know how to get rid of him. She's like, yeah, I didn't know either. She's like, well, there's one thing you haven't tried. And it cuts to Katie and Will in bed together. And he's just like, and she's like, so I just want to let you know, I get attached real easy because I have daddy issues. And Will just goes, all right, I'm going to leave. I got to find another place to live. And it worked. I was like, her manipulation worked. He's living with his friends now in their apartment, and they made him the Celsius bitch, where he has to go and get them Celsius all the time.
Okay.
And he's like, why are you drinking so much Celsius? Because it's good for you. And I'm like, Celsius also has mad caffeine. You're supposed to drink like 2, no more than 2, within a 3-hour span. I only have 1 every Sunday. And I only drink it because it's like drinking a cherry Coke without all the bullshit that's in a cherry Coke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus, it's only 10 calories.
Yeah, I've never.
Versus how many calories is in a cherry Coke?
I wouldn't even know.
So there you go. So like, Katie suggested like, hey, Will, you should do a pop-up. He does a pop-up. It's successful. He raises funds to finally open the bar he wants in the space he wanted. He's calling it Shitty Little Bar. As soon as he's getting ready to launch his bar, guess what his ex-fiance does to him?
Wow, what?
Mails him a non-compete.
Oh shit!
I'm like, dog, that's some real scumbag shit. Like this one, like I get it. Like the nigga left you at the altar and kind of like fucked up your dad, but at the same time, like people gotta live. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna hit this dude with a non-compete over a bar.
I mean, look. I mean, from what you tell me, Will's an asshole anyway. Like so.
Well, he's starting to use coasters now. Like he was at his friend's house and he started putting the Celsius
on coasters,
and they're looking at him like, The fuck is up with you and coasters now, man?
Yeah, so I mean, so it seems like some comeuppance was in order.
Well, Will and Sylvia, they hashed out their shit. They're back on talking terms. Cause she drove him. She's like, she felt real bad. She's like, yeah, this is fucked up. Like you have to live. So they drove down to her office for Will to talk to her. Will barged in, and instead of them talking, they had sex. And right after they had sex, she told him to get the fuck out and fuck you. So they go back, and Charlie is having a book reading for Brett Coyote. And after his book reading, he realizes, he's like, I got this out my system, but I want to keep writing, but also I want to go back to work. He tells his friend, I want to go back to work. And he's just like, well, we're all glad to hear you say that, because we all miss you at work and we all need you. And also you do realize you owe John an apology because you upstaged his retirement party. He's pretty pissed about it. And he's just like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. And he's like, yeah. So like, yo, you're going to come back to work. So Seth Rogen's there and he's supporting Brett Coyote. And then Charlie comes up to Will. He's like, hey, Will, good to see you. And he's just like, hey, I got hit with a non-compete with my bar. And since I'm standing in a room full of lawyers, can you guys give me some legal advice? And they're just like, we're going to be real with you. Non-competes are very, very hard to beat. But there is a workaround. And they're like, what? You got to find somebody else to be the face of the company. And then you can launch your bar. And she's like, do you have any friends your friends at Lucky Penny? And he's like, bro, they're about to be indicted on federal charges. I can't ask them. And he's just like, well, do you have any other friends? And Charlie's looking at Sylvia and looking at Will. And I'm like, oh, bro's encouraging this? And he just walks away. And that's how the episode ends, with Sylvia saying to Will, like, yeah, I will be the face of your company. You're going to start, but there's going to be some changes, which is you got to start selling some wine. And he's like, oh, if that's the only change, then sure. And also, apparently now Sylvia is Will's boss for his bar now. And I'm just like, oh boy, this is...
so season 3 should be, like, if they get a season 3, this should be interesting.
This is going to implode. I can already tell.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, that's
how it ends.
That's a good escalation. That's a good change for season 3. Okay. I think that.
Yo, listen, if I was in Will's ex-fiance shoes, I would just let it go, bro. Because at this point in time, it's been months, and I mean months. And this nigga, and you're seeing this nigga struggle. Like, I would just let it be. I'd be like, I fucking not. Like,
I mean, look, it's not years, it's months. Like, I get being a little salty, being left at the altar, and it was only a couple of months. Right.
Well, this takes place over the course of 6 months.
Yeah, so like 6 months.
So it's been 6 months.
Yeah, it's like 6 months. That's not a lot of time to get over being left at the altar, right? So I get it. I get it.
All right, I'm gonna move on to Chad Powers.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that I watched that shit.
First 3 episodes. Y'all really dated yourself by putting Haley Welch in your first episode. I was just like, yo, nobody's trying to see Haley Welch, but I'm glad it was only for one scene. Did you see she tried to come back recently, and everybody's like, yeah, get out of here.
Wait, was that Haktua?
Yeah.
What did you see the viral video? I don't know if it was made up or not, of the chick having a screening party for Chad Powers.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, and she got cut.
Right.
And I was like, well, who are you? I'm like, who are you? Also, Haley Welch, I love how she did the crypto scam, and then she tried to come back. She's like, hey, I'm back. My podcast is back. And everybody's like, yeah. You can go back away. Yeah. You can go away.
Like, look.
Your 15 minutes of fame was way too long in the first place.
You should have just cashed out and just gone back to being the basic bitch you were, right? Like, gone back into the shadows.
Look, and this is probably the most significant thing we will see her in ever again, and that's it.
Yeah. And like that's.
But as the show, Yeah. The show itself, it's fine.
Yeah, it's
Like it's entertaining enough for me to watch that I watched the 3rd episode last night. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see where it goes. I like the first.
Same.
I like the first 2 episodes. It felt like it was trying to be Ted Lasso, right? But
I have never seen Ted Lasso.
oh man, yeah, it felt like it was trying to be a frat boy version of Ted Lasso, which is fine. Honestly, it like you said, it's an absolutely fine show, right?
Right. I don't really laugh watching it. I just find myself entertained
I'm
by
amused.
it more than you're right. Like I enjoy it.
Right.
For the 30 minutes it's on, I enjoy it. I do gotta say, I gotta give it up to the lady who plays Steve Zahn's daughter and Chad Powers' love interest. I'm like, it's refreshing to see real world hot as a lead instead of Hollywood hot.
Right.
Because in the real world she's hot.
Right.
But by Hollywood standards, she is pretty.
Right.
And I'm just glad that we are starting to do real world hot
now. I love Chad Powers' little gay assistant, his Robin,
the mascot.
Like,
yeah,
honestly, I'm there for him, right? Like he's the entertainment for me, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I was laughing last night where the episode starts off and he's helping the dude piss in the cup.
Oh, all right. Like I gotta watch this episode. Okay.
Yeah, and then his love interest, she's like, that was a nice thing you did, and he's still holding the piss cup, and he's like, she's like, you gonna keep holding that? And he's like, I have no place to put it. And she finds a trash can for him. He throws it out, and like he's standing there for a hot few seconds. She's like, you gonna go wash your hands?
All right. Look, like I'm gonna stick with this. I like it better than that Stick show that's on Amazon. That's on Apple Plus. The Golf Pro show with whatever Owen, I think it is. Or Lou, like
sure.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Like
sure.
like it's sports, right? Like
this is the first time I'm hearing of it, so sure.
Yeah. It's the thing now is old sports people comeback shows, right? Like you said, Chad Powers, absolutely fine. I don't laugh out loud, but I am amused enough to keep doing it. It's not stupid.
Yeah. Like it's fine. It's completely fine. I'm not mad at it. Moving on. I want to talk about Only Murders in the Building. This season is crazy. Big revelation with both Renee Zellweger and Christoph Waltz's characters in this most recent episode. I'm wondering how they're going to land this season, because there's a lot of moving parts this season. Like, it's still entertaining. I'm still loving it, but like a lot of moving parts to where I'm like, how are you guys going to stick the landing here?
How many episodes are you in?
Last night was episode 7. That's also what I hate, is like Chad Powers and Only Murders now drop on Tuesday. I'm like, yo, Hulu, like, y'all gotta learn how to piecemeal this out, because I still have to catch up on Futurama. I still didn't even get to catch up on Futurama. Like, I'm only 5 episodes in on that. I just haven't had time.
Right.
So yeah, like Only Murders, I'm still like, the reason why I'm asking how they're gonna land this plane is because the villains of the season are Logan Lerman, Christoph Waltz, and Renee Zellweger, and they're all billionaires. And I'm like, okay, like, and especially this past episode, I'm like, yeah, I don't know how you guys are going to, like, I'm enjoying it, but I'm really wondering how you guys are gonna work around this whole thing, especially since they bought them so they couldn't be implicated.
Okay.
So that's all. Like, we'll see. Also, congratulations to Selena Gomez. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's right. She married Benny Blanco or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah. Look. If y'all still together in 10 years, congratulations. If not, yo, Selena, give me a call. All right. I'm moving to SNL. This was a pretty bad episode.
It was fucking rough.
It was bad. Like, you know, it wasn't good when even Weekend Update was like, ugh.
I mean,
if it wasn't for Bad Bunny, like this would have been like, could you imagine any other host that had no charisma doing this episode?
Oh yeah, no, it would have been a total stinker,
Yo,
right?
yeah.
And like, because Bad Bunny it's obvious he's having so much fun. He's having so much fucking fun.
So charismatic. Yeah. And I love how he's just shitting on everybody for him doing the Super Bowl. He's just like, yeah, you guys got 4 months to learn Spanish. Like,
right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah. Like, look, I still don't know Spanish, but you put a Bad Bunny song on, I'll rock to it. I don't care what the fuck he's saying.
Listen, Monaco's still hard, dog. Like that beat is hard.
Right? Like,
I don't understand how that wasn't a James Bond theme song.
Look, it's like Bad Bunny. If you don't speak Spanish, it's all about vibes. All about vibes.
Yeah, I don't like Doja Cat at all.
No.
It's not because she's weird. It's just because she talks shit about black people and she does colorism, and there's so many black people that still hold her high. And I'm like, fucking why though?
That's
also like I don't appreciate anybody sampling the Knight Rider theme.
Right.
The Knight Rider theme is hard on its own.
Like the only person who can sample the Knight Rider theme is Timbaland.
And Busta Rhymes, because Busta Rhymes did it.
Right.
Because that song was hard. Fired up.
Yeah. So
I said fired up.
Like if you're not Timbaland or fucking Busta Rhymes, like you got get the fucking Michael Knight theme song out your mouth.
I didn't even know what the song was called. I was like, why is she sampling the Knight Rider theme song? And I did the Google song search.
Mm-hmm.
The song is called Amen.
Sure.
You like she's screaming and then it's men. So you get it? Like amen.
Yeah, no.
Amen.
Yeah. I skip past the musical numbers.
I like to give people a fair shot, but I did not realize it was Doja Cat because I just haven't been paying attention. Like I all I saw was, oh, okay, Bad Bunny's hosting. Let me watch it. New episodes up, and then they're like, ladies and gentlemen, Doja Cat. I was just like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, because like the last time Bad Bunny hosted, he was also the musical guest, right?
And I wish they did that again.
Yeah. So I was just expecting like, all right, it's gonna be the Bad Bunny show, right? He's gonna do the music too. It's like, nah.
Oh, God. This week's episode, I can't remember who's hosting, but the musical guest is Role Model, and I've never heard of this act.
All right, well,
so that's why I give SNL a shot, musical guest a shot, because I'm just like, it is what it is. Unless it's Morgan Wallen, then I'm just like,
he's never coming back to United. He's never come back to New York again.
Yeah. Also, you know who Haley from Paramore is?
I mean, I wouldn't be able to pick them out of a lineup, but yeah, sure. I know Paramore.
Okay, you know the lead singer, Haley?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right.
She's from Tennessee. She's from the same part of Tennessee as Morgan Wallen.
Right.
And she hates him. She's like, I know him. I've met him. I got to deal with him because he's from the same town as me. That motherfucker is racist. I hate him. He puts trap in his country songs and is one of the biggest racists ever. I hate him for that. And I'm like, oh, cool. I was like, this lady who sings punk songs is sticking up for us, saying this country asshole is stealing from us and is a piece of shit. I mean, look, which I'm not surprised.
Punk is about revolution, so I'm not surprised. You know, like
she also says she doesn't like visiting her hometown just because she's like, I made punk music for a reason. She's like, I got into punk music for a reason. I hated living in that town for a reason. And every time I come back, it's just like, I'm not even close with my family anymore just because they're all pieces of shit too. I was like, damn. It's like, same thing happened to Jennifer Lawrence. She doesn't go back to visit her parents in Kentucky. And same thing happened to Taylor Swift. She's like, yeah, me and my family aren't really close anymore.
Wait, isn't Taylor Swift from she's from this area, isn't she now?
No, she's from a how could I say this? not too friendly for us area of Pennsylvania.
I thought she was in like Upper Marion. I thought, you know.
Nah.
Okay, shit. Or Lower Marion.
Also, congratulations to her because she recently got engaged. And I'm like, finally. So maybe you can move on from saying how every guy you ever dated has done you dirty.
Sure.
Like, I hope you have a great marriage.
Sure.
Like, I really do, because like I feel so bad for every ex of Taylor Swift where they get out in the public. They're like, I wish you wouldn't talk about our relationship publicly like this.
I'm not going to talk about Taylor Swift publicly because her fans are as vicious as Beyonce's. It's cultish.
It doesn't matter if it's nerd, if it's music, or if it's books, because I've dealt with book fans. Every fandom, even fucking cosplay fandom, because like cosplay, they have to now at New York Comic-Con, they now send emails saying like, hey, just because a certain person is dressed a certain way doesn't mean you get to take a picture without consent or touch them without consent. And I'm like, bro, why does this need to be said? So like every fandom across the board fucking sucks. Doesn't matter if you a book fandom, a music fandom, all of y'all fucking suck.
Yeah. You know, like, because we call them fans, but the root word is fanatic, as in fanatical, right? There's a
dog. I had the fans in my DMs because I said some bad things about a movie we're gonna review, and I was just like, y'all, Disney's going to be A-okay. You realize that? Like, y'all sticking up for $1 billion corporation that just wants you to buy merch.
Right.
Like, they're going to be A-okay. Relax.
No one's raping your childhood.
You know what I'm saying?
No one's like
just because I don't like a movie.
Right. Like
somebody had to say that on Reddit because I remember posting in a Reddit and somebody was just like, you know, you understand this person's a stranger to you, and every time a movie gets great reviews, y'all love critics. And then when a movie you guys are really excited for gets shit reviews, y'all hate critics and say how unneeded critics are. Y'all got to stop this shit. If you don't agree with their opinion, that's perfectly fine. But the personal attacks, you guys got to understand, it's okay for you to like something that most people don't like.
And
it just makes you a shit person. And I was like, holy shit.
I wish how I think about it is how America should think about everything. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean I hate you for liking it. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like you're right to watch whatever shitty thing and enjoy whatever shitty thing you want. Right? That's your right. All right? I'm not taking that away from you. I don't have to agree with it. Right? But I'm not trying to like, you know, I'm not sending ice after you.
So, SNL, lackluster.
Yes. Task.
Let's move into Peacemaker. No, let's move into Peacemaker first. People did not like last week's episode of Peacemaker. I did. I really like. Y'all are just so held over by the fact that Lex showed up and then the twist reveal. But to me, this was just as good because this was a character episode with a lot of like emotional beats. And I'm like, why are you guys? They're like, it's your average penultimate episode. And I'm just like, calm the fuck down. This is a great episode of TV.
Those last 10 minutes, right? Look, I
heart-wrenching. Like when Peacemaker saw his dad die and he's just
like when he yelled,
stop,
like
stop,
the pain in his fucking face.
Right.
That is like, that is award-worthy acting right there. I'm not going to lie. Right. Especially coming from John Cena. Right.
My question is too, is like, how do y'all not fuck with the reveal about his dad, or his dad's like, yeah, I don't agree with any of this Nazi shit, quite frankly.
Right. Like, I'm just trying to.
I'm like, and y'all are just saying this is a mid-episode when his dad was a fucking white supremacist in his world. And then in a world where white supremacy is running rampant, he's straight up's like, yeah, fuck this
Right,
shit.
like
And then,
I'm doing all the good I can do in the situation I'm in. Right.
And I love the fact that he even said, he's like, we're gonna let them go because our Chris was a piece of shit.
Right.
Like the dude, he was violent, he was a drug addict, he was an alcoholic. Like he seems generally remorseful about killing him. Like, look at him, man. Like, it's not like we're doing any better. I'm just like, that's crazy. Robert Patrick is the heart of this shit.
Yeah, like that was the real reveal. Right.
And the other reveal I love was Judo Master is actually a good guy.
Yeah,
I was just like, damn, it took 15 minutes for me to like Judo Master now.
Like this episode, from a story point of view and from an action point of view, was one of the top of the fucking season.
Yeah. I love the escape where they fucking land on the street and she's like, Chris, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, we had to get out of there. He's like, we flew through glass. And I'm like, I get where you're coming from, Amelia, but so, also you fucked up. Like you fucked up by just storming up in there.
Right.
And like having no plan whatsoever.
Covered in cocaine.
Oh man. Like she didn't think not a fucking thing through.
Yeah, but like we just said, fans are fucking horrible, right? Because they give you an amazing episode and you're pissed off because like it's making you feel feelings.
Look, I hope this show gets a third season. I can't believe I'm saying that, but like, yeah, season 2 is miles head and shoulders above season 1.
I loved season 1, but yeah, I would totally agree with you. Season 2 is now it's hit its stride. Now, how is it that the character that we all hated from the Suicide Squad, right, is the hero, the good guy in his own series, and has the remorse he feels for Rick Flag? Like that is a character arc on par with like Tony Stark's arc through the whole entire MCU, right?
And Peacemaker, what James Gunn even said, he's like, yeah, Peacemaker was supposed to be dead. Like he was never supposed to come back. Like once Idris shot him and all that shit fell on him, he was supposed to be, that was it.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, okay. All right. Like if they didn't offer him a TV show, Peacemaker would still be dead.
Right. So I'm glad that the powers that be decided, all right, let's give this motherfucker a show. And I'm glad James Gunn went with Peacemaker.
Well, he said he chose Peacemaker because Peacemaker to him was the only character that wasn't fleshed out in the movie, and he wanted to flesh that character out.
That's fine. Cool. Yeah. Well, he's fleshed out now. He is flesh and bone now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Look, I'm excited for the finale Thursday. It's an hour.
Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
I love the universe jumping that they previewed. Right? They're just opening doors. Like, let's do it.
And I was like, fuck, man. Amelia was right there. She had him too. Like, yo, I can't let you come back. And I was like,
was that? Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. And I get why Vigilante did what he did, but I'm still like, no, Vig. Right. Yeah, that was. So, we're probably gonna find out in the next couple of episodes. But do you watch the after show, like that little 10 minutes after the featurettes? Right. So like they they say it in the featurette. So him and the biker dude, right? They actually flushed out their arc, right? So it's backstory. They decided that they both went to high school together, right? They grew up together, right? I mean, that's something they'll never. Right. Right. Yes. So like, yeah, that's the backstory that they worked on. Is like, all right, say less. All right, cool. But yeah, I mean, like, we knew from the jump that things were not going to turn out well for Tom, right? For Robbie, but like, oh, it's like I kind of I kind of just want to be like, can we get it over with now? Like, whatever bad thing's however it's gonna end, can we get it over with now? Because just watching him and his struggle is fucking killing me, man. It's taking it out of me emotionally. Right. Right. Like this next episode, like in any other show, that would be the last episode. Yeah. Right. No, but like the fact that dude didn't mean to do it. Right? Like that's even a bigger kick in the balls, right? He's like, he just wanted her to shut up. And like the look on his face when he was like, oh, wake up. Yeah. Mm. Right. Yeah, you have to. Like a couple of small beers. Couple of small beers. Yeah. It's how many yeah, it's like, it's how many have you had, sir? A couple. Couple what? Couple small beers. Yeah. Oh shit. All right.
We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Nord, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, aka He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best. It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.